doing something backed with a purpose. The why, the for what. What's the point? That's the purpose. And baby steps. Baby steps to create momentum. I had this experience where I've been trying to dominate waking up at an uncomfortable time, waking up early. First off, we'll break it down like this. All my life, it's been a struggle for me to get up early. You could ask my childhood friends if you'd ever run into them. If they watch this video, they'll probably comment below. They'd come to walk by to pick me up. This is when we used to walk to school. Little young kids going to my elementary school. That's how it was in my hood. Or one guy would pick up his neighbor, and then the neighbor come by to the next pad, holler out your name in the front, Albert! And then I knew that I was like, most people were already kind of ready in the front room watching cartoons. Your friend Albert here was probably still in bed or getting dressed barely. I'd come on and say, hold on, I'll be right out. Be right out, man. I still got to get dressed, hear it from my mom, try to maybe get a bite to eat, which probably wasn't going to happen, brush my teeth, comb my hair, all that good stuff. So it was a struggle for me to get up. Well, fast forward it, a big part of it, a big understanding to that was nutrition. Once I started eating better, I started sleeping better. I was resting better, so I was getting more rest. Another thing that I figured out along the way. Now this is like the big. Let's get the big chunks of the issue out of the room first. And we're talking like 2-3 years ago. I figured this out. It's been always a struggle. You could ask my later friends where we worked in a professional environment when we had our adult jobs after school. Hey, if I'm late, clock me in type of deal. Shout out to John if you watch this video. Throw a peace sign on here. Anyways, I figured it out though. John. So anyways, I want to make a point to this and share something that you can try. But nutrition was one. Once I started eating better, I noticed that I was resting better and my time awake was more efficient. The other thing was, of course, exercising. That changed a lot of the way my mechanics worked inside. But the mindset, again, most of my day I was concerned, I was worried, I had uncertainty. I didn't know, am I doing my best? Why am I not making progress? Why do I see everybody? This has been the story of my life. Why does everybody, even the most I thought I could do a little bit better than you and you. No shade, no hate, but you just kind of like, okay, yeah, I think I got a little bit more skill than this person and this person and that group of people. I think I could do a little bit better. And then you're the one that's like behind them. Like, what is it? It was always this anxiety of like, why can't I can get it. And that worry, that concern, which came, I think later on figuring out, was like the poor diet and lack of exercise. Sprinkled with no interest in whatever it is that I had to do, because the stuff I was interested in, I could knock it out. Probably could have done way better if I had the proper nutrition and the proper exercise and stimulated my body and had it working the way it's supposed to be working. But we're talking about, again, not going off into another rabbit hole, staying in subject. After figuring out the diet and the exercise was cool, there was still like a bit of a challenge in that part, in the wake up times. Like, how can I do this? Till finally I put these two things together, and this was just recent. I mean, I could still get up early. I still get up at an uncomfortable time. It was still a struggle, which is supposed to be. It was supposed to be a struggle. It wasn't supposed to be easy to get up at an uncomfortable time, hence why it's an uncomfortable time. But there was always like, this just doesn't seem 100. Every time I'd get up, it's like, this is not early. This is not uncomfortable. This doesn't seem right. And when you know, when you know that this is not my best. I know this is not my best. You know, it's not your best. You could lie to yourself. It's like, no, but this is officially early. I mean, it's earlier than later. But you just know, like, and when you know is when, like, okay, like all these other parts I'm dominating, I know how those feel. Like, okay, I'm killing it there. I'm killing it with the exercise every day. You're not going to get me to, it's probably more difficult to get me not to exercise every day now. Tracking my food, it's freaking the dopest thing ever to be able to know what I'm supposed to eat, and watching my body just slowly gain momentum and start functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning, and how it works, and how I'm not just like, I'm not doing this for the weight loss, I'm not doing this for the muscle, I'm doing this for the mindset and the discipline. My receipts, my bonus is that I'm gaining muscle and I'm losing weight. Hello, six-pack. Yes, please, I'll take it. I love it. It looks dope. Never, ever in my wildest dreams that I think I would ever have a six-pack. It's there. Peace. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, hell yeah. You're doing your best? Hell yeah. You're getting results? Hell yeah. Are you killing it? Hell yeah. You're going to stop? No way. I can only imagine what I'm going to continue to attract, what's in the future, because the right now is freaking dope. Cool. That's the feeling of, yeah, I'm making progress. What? Tangible receipts, proof. Like, there, these are the results. This is what I look like. This is what I look like today, right now. That's a good feeling. Okay. Now the wake up time is like, I didn't have those strong killer receipts. So this is what I did. I was like, okay, first of all, I gotta set the intention. Why? Before it was an external intention. Well, I could get this done. I could be, I have more time. It turned into, what, again, initially it was just because I'm told to, my mentors are telling me to, it's the right thing to do, it's better. Okay, I get that. Then I added okay, you got more time to be thankful. You wake up and you're grateful. I started doing that. Okay, cool. But then I went even deeper. What's the why, the for what, the reason? And once I sat down and I thought about it just a little bit more intensely, and I was like, you know what? It's because it's one of the most difficult things that I had to do. It's because it's hard. That's why I want to do it. That's why I want to dominate it. That's my intention. My intention is to be able to wake up hella early in a sustainable way, because it's freaking difficult and I want to dominate it. And I know it's important, but more than anything is I want to dominate it. I want to be able to say, yeah, I used to not be able to, but now I can. What? That's why. So I was like, oh no, that's a beast intention. Yeah, I like how that feels. So the intention was set. I want to feel good about this for sure. It wasn't for anything else, but like that was the main intention. I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff we could sit here and write down and put together on the intention, but that was like, that intention for me fired me up. I was like, I want to dominate this business. You've been beating me at this all my life. And I could get up early. I mean, get up early to do something. Yeah, but I wanted that feeling of sustainability. Like, you can't stop me. It's not like I wonder if I'm going to do it tomorrow. No, it's like, what? It's going to get done. What? I don't care. Matter of fact, I'm going to challenge myself a little bit more. Go to sleep a little bit later. And I knew I had the tools and the advantage in my pocket already. The proper nutrition, the proper exercise, the proper mindset. It's just these last little, like, tweaks or adjustments. The intention. Second, okay, what baby steps can I put together that will change the result, that will change the recipe that I could consistently do? Like, okay, well, you know what? Let's think about the night before. Go to sleep early. It's easy to say, I get it. And it's so obvious. I had tried it before, but I didn't try it before with an intention. So now I had an intention behind it. And early. What's early? Okay, in the middle of the day, what would be early? Let's think about it throughout the day. What would be a cool time? No, I go to sleep at 6 p.m.? That's a little too much. Then what about if I set an alarm? I get an alarm in the morning. Why don't I set an alarm in the evening? So I set an alarm in the evening, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock to let me know, hey, it's 8 o'clock. Let's lay it down in the next couple of hours. We should be asleep in the next couple of hours. So it's like, okay, cool. That was huge. To get an alarm was like, oh, dang, it's 8. Okay, cool. You already kind of see the runway. I gotta start turning, because it gets cool at night. You got nice conversation with my loved one. It's chill, where we get to kick it, pillow talk, whatever. Relax. It's quiet. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. So it's easy to lose track of time. Next thing you know, it's 11:30. Like, oh, dang. So now I'm getting this alarm that says, oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's like, okay, cool. So I start kind of getting ready, winding it down, doing my nighttime routine to get dialed in for bed. Now, before I go to bed, it's like, I don't just go to bed. I review my intention. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. The first day was probably the toughest. To wake up? No, to go to sleep. Like, I'm sitting there going, damn, I could be doing stuff. Second day got easier. Third day got easier, so on and so forth. It got easier and easier. And it's sustainable. Now it's like, yeah, I hear the alarm, and it's not like, oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock. It's like, okay, cool. It's a cool alert. It's like, okay, cool. Bedtime's coming up. Cool deal. In the next 2-3 hours, whatever. But I'm aware. It's just kind of clockwork. It's reprogramming the mindset. And then right before I go to bed, it's like, I got you. I'm gonna dominate you. I'm gonna get you. I've been beating the alarm. I'm gonna beat you again tomorrow. But if I don't, I got my alarm to back me up. It's cool. Let's go. Now it's sustainable. Now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's not an option. So you gotta remember, you set a purpose, a point, a why. What's your purpose behind this? The why, the what for? For what? You got that. You got the backing. You got the reason. You got the fire. Like, okay, for this, and it has to be chunky enough to where it's like, yeah, I really want that. Okay, cool. So I'm sure you've wanted it before. Okay, so now you make these little adjustments, baby steps. What's early? 8 early? Okay, whatever. Okay, then you adjust it. 7:30, 7:45, 7:30, 7:15. Start making those adjustments. Okay, let's take it back. The night before, the setup. Set your stuff up. What time are you going to bed? You could exaggerate a couple of times. Try it. Measure the results. Oh my gosh, it's working. But those two things were take it. Try it. One, tried one by itself. Didn't work very well. The other one has worked for other things, but for this one, not so much. But when you do both, baby steps, a process, build momentum, and a purpose, and a why, you get strength. Try it with that thing that you can't dominate. Try it to that thing that's been dominating you, that's been beating you. You want to beat it? It feels good. It feels good to win at the things that you're good at, the things that come easy. But the ones that taste better are the ones that are difficult to win. And when you win them, it feels so good.